Rage of Aquarius with your hosts Dan Smurglio and Josh Bernstein.
We are live right on time. The point. Well, I should have had the damn picture up. Wait. Boom!
There it is. Boom.
By the book.
By the book, right?
Link in bio.
We're already doing advertisements.
That's right. We're going right to the end. So
right to the end.
It's been a great show, and we'll see you next week. No.
Yeah. No.
Welcome to the Rage of Aquarius right here on the Voice of People USA Radio and Television Network, coming to you live this Sunday. Monday night. Monday, 9.
This will air on my Substack on Tuesday night. So we'll have a Tuesday night Rage of Aquarius.
Hello, Josh's Substack, folks. I miss you.
That's right.
So, obviously we couldn't do last night, so here we are making it righteous tonight. So there we go.
Absolutely.
So what's going on with you, dude?
Well, I guess what's going on right now is in the news all over the place is Dr. Death, Fauci, right? The text messages from his personal cell phone are out. And drip, 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 we're finding out everything that we already knew and obviously reported on years ago, but now it's being all confirmed and validated. We now know for a fact that there were numerous studies done that showed that these women that were given the shot while they were pregnant had an 82% increase, in miscarriages. As a matter of fact, throughout all of it, throughout the entire thing, they said there was close to 4,000 extra miscarriages. So not only did he kill 1 million citizens in America and, 9-10 million around the world, but think about how many unborn children he systematically murdered as well. Also, they found out that they knew, and again, by the way, they knew, Vivek Murthy knew, Walensky knew, and they hid it. But also now we're finding out that there were studies done, and those studies showed that they knew that the COVID vaccines were mutating. So all of the things that we reported on, all of the things that we knew as fact, that we were called conspiracy theorists and crazies and everything else, is now coming into fruition, and it's being confirmed not by the news media, but by Fauci's own text messages. So again, not harping on the book, but everything I put in that chapter on COVID has now been confirmed with his own text messages. And at the time, I used FOIA requests for that information, which again is why we know that all this stuff has happened. So I want to see this little bastard fry like an egg, okay? That's what I want to see. 5 states is not enough, folks. We need more states. Get on your state attorney generals. Let's get more prosecutions going.
Yeah. I mean, it never really ceases to amaze how sick this little bastard is and how evil and demonic. I mean, demonic's kind of an understatement. He's a freaking murderer, and he deserves to die. I've said it 1,000 deaths, 1,000,000 deaths, and nothing's ever going to be enough. But, all these things we said that we were chastised for, and, I mean, some of us rebanned for. I don't even know how I was rebanned. How is that even possible? I have no idea.
I don't know. I was never let back on to even be rebranded.
Neither was I. So I don't know how the hell I was rebanned, but that's cool. Like, I'm not on here anyway, But it was all true. Because we don't make stuff up, and even the craziest things, because you have to understand that the craziest things are usually the most factually accurate things, because these people are sick. They sit around. Like, you and I can sit around and shoot the shit about what's going on in the real world, what's going on in life, what we're going to do in fucking September. These people sit around and think, how can we kill tens of millions of people?
Yep.
And let's war game it. Let's have a Teams call tomorrow to discuss how this vaccine can kill 20 million, but really we got to get to the 50 million goal. This is what they do. I mean, it's not just because of the releases of the white papers, the classified documents, the programs that have been whistleblown. I mean, it goes on and on and on and on and on. But this is legitimately what they do, and this little bastard has been a part of it forever.
Yep.
So it's otherworldly. Yeah. Is the nicest way to say it. I mean, this is pure evil. Pure evil.
And again, that's why they gave him the pardon. because they knew what he was doing. They were part of it. They were part of the cover up. And they said, well, he's the point person. He's the face of COVID. So we have to protect him at the federal level, and we have to give him this preemptive pardon because we know how many people he killed. We know how many people he maimed. We know how many, unborn babies he executed. I mean, again, that's the whole thing here. And the Democrats and many Republicans, but mostly Democrats, are all responsible as part of the cover-up. That's why the auto pen stepped in and said, we have to give him a pardon. And how long has he been killing people? Oh, geez, I don't know. How about let's go back to 2014? That's how long this guy has been systematically murdering people. So all I can say is I hope to God that the state level prosecutes this guy and fries his ass like an egg.
Yeah. And again, it'll never be enough. You know what I mean? No. It'll never, ever be enough. So yeah, we need more on board. We need more things, whatever it's going to take to come after him, and hold him accountable truly, fully, and completely. Yeah. And I think that's until we see that, nothing's ever going to feel right. Because again, being vindicated is one thing, which is fine, but that's not what we seek. Right. We want retribution. We want payback for all the lives lost and the lives destroyed and the people that lost their jobs and lost everything. And it goes on and on and on and on and on, and to piggyback off that, President Trump signed the EO today to reduce the childhood vaccines to 11 from 77 or something like that.
Something crazy like that. And look, so we basically went back to like 1983 to 1991 levels of vaccinations. And I talked about this earlier on Jeff Carreir's Ringside Politics. It's not just the vaccinations. That's a huge part of it. Obviously, there's more autism, there's more spectrum, there's more neurological issues, and all of that as more and more of these vaccines were introduced into these children. So clearly, that is a correlation, right? But it's not just that. It's, the plastics, it's these forever chemicals, it's the bioengineered food, it's the seed oils, it's the, processed crap that these kids have been, pushed and are eating with the dyes and the dextra, all this crazy stuff. So all of that combined, along with these vaccines, are what has caused this uptick in all of these neurological issues. And clearly, when you have a brand new baby or a toddler and you shoot 9, 10, 11 different injections into them, you shock their system. Yes. Their bodies are small. They can't handle that, right? So if you give them one injection, you should wait probably 3 weeks to a month before you give them another injection. And quite frankly, a lot of the injections, they're not necessary, okay? A lot of things that were affecting childhood development and things like that in their health, they've already been cured. They're already gone. So you don't even need to keep doing it, right? It's all about this. It's all about making your children a pincushion so we can continue to make a ton of money. Now, President Trump, thankfully, has gone back to what Europe is doing, what we used to do in the mid-'80s and early 90s. That schedule, he's also made it not mandatory, obviously. It's a recommendation. And so this is much, much better than it ever was. But to the parents out there and grandparents and whoever, make sure that what they want to put in you and your child is something that is even necessary, because a lot of these childhood, things have already been cured.
Yeah. And I consider them all, and that's why I don't knock people who don't get their children vaccinated or anything of the sort, because I think good for them. Mm-hmm. Because can you really trust science? I mean, science has been it was said during the Fauci hearings, right? Or the plead the fifth, extravaganza. It was nothing more than, it's a bastardization of science. People don't trust any science anymore. And I say good, you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Are there things out there actually helping people? Yeah, there are. But unfortunately, it's marred now by the level of bad, murderous crap that they put out there. And I get it. Autism being just one of the many things. But I mean, there's a correlation there. Again, the idea was always, this is going back to the Holocaust. This is going back to these trilateral freaking commissioned actual experiments, it was always about using human lab rats. Lab rats are for show. We are the
DARPA.
lab rats.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what
DARPA was huge.
DARPA
Still
was,
is.
yes, it was the genesis, kind of like the modern genesis of it all. Because when you go back to the World War II stuff, you know, with the Nazi Germany and the experimentations and the Holocaust and everything else, I mean, that's one thing. But all they did, remember, you know, again, paperclip, we brought these people to America, we put them to work in our government, and we're not the only country that did it, and we let them just run wild. So a lot of your medical stuff that you're getting done comes to you courtesy of people being tortured to death.
Yeah.
That's
a good way to put it.
Right.
And many years ago, and she's no longer with us and died under mysterious circumstances. I believe she was murdered. But Brandy Vaughn, who ran an organization that was anti-vaccines, basically. And I interviewed her a long time ago. Actually, I think I interviewed her twice. And she never had vaccinations for her child. And she used to work for Merck, and she was a whistleblower for Merck. And they had a major scandal that like 50,000 people died, and they tried to cover it up, and she was a whistleblower for them. So automatically, Big Pharma had her targeted, right? And so from that, she, you know, learntherisk.org, I think was the organization she used to run. Now it's run by other people. But she died mysteriously. She was threatened numerous times. She'd go out of town and come back, and her house would be ransacked in California. And she said, I'm not suicidal or anything like that. And a few years ago, close to Christmas, her son, who was, I think, 11 or 12 at the time, or 13, found her dead under circumstances that still don't make any sense. So again, this is Big Pharma. I've said this for years. I believe that Big Pharma has certain people that they employ to take care of little problems for them that get in the way of their profit margins. We'll leave it at that.
Absolutely. And here's something too coming from Charlene in the chat room. Hello guys, have you heard they are testing new mRNA flu shots? This winter could be real bad for all the older folks in nursing homes. Of course. They tried to push the mRNA flu shots years ago along with the COVID vaccines, but too much pushback came. So now they're just reintroducing because they're going all out now. All right. And again, this is the death rattle of everything that how appropriate the death rattle. But this is what the deep state, which is very real. The Trilateral Commission, this world order, if you will, or as some people like to say, who are they? Well, they have many names, and all they care about is one world government and control and reduction of the world population. This is not some made up conspiracy. This is not some, a magical, mystical thing we pull out of thin air. We say this because one, it was ingrained on the stones that were sitting there, where were they? Georgia Guidestones for decades before they took them down. Again, it wasn't an act of God. It was an act of them. They had them up for 3 decades and said, okay, we can take them down now. We told the world what we're going to do, and we're going to do it. The ideal world population. I mean, this has been something that dates back 100+ years, more than 100 years. And again, you look at all these things like the European Union and all these different things that just came from, they were Hitler's ideas, and Hitler was a mouthpiece. Hitler was a puppet of something bigger. So literally these systems of governance, if you will, these things that they put in place are supposed to make everybody more united and organized. They're born out of evil, and they're the exact thing. That's why MacArthur called it when he said that he's going to begin the occupation of Japan. And he said they were told, no, you'll begin the rebuilding of Japan. He said, under whose orders? And they said, the League of Nations. He said, what is that? And the League of Nations, of course, was like the birth of the United Nations.
Yeah, exactly.
And he said, this is the end of all freedom and liberty the world will ever know. And he made it. And that was what, 1945? He made that point. And there's a lot of historical context there because people could see it coming. This wasn't something that was just one failed artist, a wounded vet from World War I who was a failed artist in jail decided, you know what? In 6 years, I'm going to begin taking over the world, and I'm going to execute tens of millions of people, and I'm doing it all on my own.
Yeah.
No.
And you know what? Here's the thing. We need a deterrent. I mean, why hasn't there been another, quote, Nazi Germany that has come into fruition in another country, whether it be Germany or another area, right? Another part of the world. And they systematically started killing the Jews. Why hasn't that happened? Because of Nuremberg, right?
Yeah.
Because they took care of the people and killed and executed the people and jailed the people that were responsible. If we execute, jail, and hold accountable the people that did COVID, they're going to probably not want to drop another one because they're going to see that we're serious. And it's really not even necessarily about retribution and revenge. Of course it is, but it's more as a deterrent. We have to hold these people accountable, the heads of all of these different agencies, the heads of all these different pharmaceutical companies that knew what they were doing and producing, and Fauci and all the rest of the people that were working under him at NIAID and NIH and CDC. All of these people need to be held accountable. And if many of them, and I'll say it publicly and I don't care who hears it, if many of them are executed for the crimes against humanity that they have clearly committed, perhaps we won't have a 2028, release of some bioweapon anymore, because those people are going to see that the people that did it last time actually paid a price. Yes. So really, that's what this is all about. And that's why I keep pushing and pushing and pushing for these state AGs to open up more and more and more criminal investigations into these people.
Right about now, we should be at Nuremberg 3.0.
Yeah, 5.0.
5.0,
exactly.
Right? But I'll take 2.0. And even with the first one, again, it was great, but look what was going on behind the scenes. And that's what you have to understand. The birth, when somebody calls you, and this is a little bit of housekeeping, if you will, when somebody says that you're a, quote, conspiracy theorist, and people, even the dumbed down masses look and say, oh, you're just one of those conspiracy theorists. Realize that you are parroting talking points from literally Operation Mockingbird from the CIA, which said in the 50s, if somebody says something that sounds too close to the truth, refer to them as a, quote, conspiracy theorist to demean, belittle, discredit, blah, 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 blah. The list goes on and on. One day I'll read the whole thing for you. We'll do a dramatic reading.
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with the Warren Commission.
Yes.
And not RFK. JFK's assassination. If anyone didn't believe the Lee Harvey Oswald one-shooter narrative, you were called a conspiracy theorist. Yes. That is something that the CIA created. I've covered this ad nauseum throughout the years. But you're right. That's where that word comes from. It comes from our own CIA. Yes. And a lot of people don't know that. But if you didn't agree with the Warren Commission's official narrative of the Lee Harvey Oswald and that was it, then, of course, you were called a conspiracy theorist. And from there, that's where it was born.
That's where it was. And then also, which doesn't get enough recognition, but the McCarthyism, again, what they leave out is
right.
He was
I have a T-shirt that says McCarthy was right.
Yes, about everything. There you go. Fuck you, Alex Jones. McCarthy was right about everything. And so people need to realize, but again, look at the impact that the CIA could have on society where almost, 60, 70 years later, right? 65 years later, whatever it is, we're still using those terms. But for those of us, we're okay being called that because that gave birth. It was a little bit before that. But the John Birch Society were the first group of, quote, radicals, which, again, Donald Trump's father was a part of and his uncle was a part of, oddly enough. And there's a whole story there. But JBS, which still goes on today, they were the first ones to come out and actually question the narratives, and not just about JFK, about everything. And, it's amazing the visitors they had that didn't get the public recognition, but Eisenhower went and spoke at JBS functions after he left the presidency, which was very rare. MacArthur went. And what people need to know is even these morons today that could barely put together 3 sentences, they know those terms. They know these talking points to belittle what you're saying. People, this is, now clarity is coming. All right. You're seeing things. The light is being shined. So, are we the crazy ones, or are these crazy fuckers that have killed tens of millions, hundreds of millions of people worldwide? Are they?
Yeah.
And you know, we need accountability. And you're right, it needs to be like the scarecrow to the world. And again, everybody's like, well, why isn't Trump doing this? Why isn't Trump making my knee pain go away? Why isn't President Trump making me sleep better at night? Why isn't President Trump providing creamer for my coffee, which I don't drink, might I add, when I'm out? Why isn't President Trump filling my gas tank? Not the price. Why isn't he filling it personally? Everybody has to have the scapegoat. Everybody has to have the savior. Everybody has to have the core root problem, or so you think. Literally, people, literally, as you continue to take the bait of the psyop that's being played on you, that has been rolled out over decades and decades and decades in this country, everything going on around you. I mean, the title of this show, I have more videos. I don't know if I'll get to show them all, but literally, it looks like Syria during morning prayer in Chicago, in Michigan, in New York, in Florida, and other. I mean, they're literally taking to the streets by the droves. A radical Islamic invasion happening in this country, and I feel like we've said this before. I feel like we've gone down this road before.
Last show we did,
right? But even before that, haven't we been here years ago and years before that? They keep trying.
Yeah, maybe not together, but yes, absolutely.
Exactly.
We've been covering this for years.
I started an account when I had the protest in New York City against a mosque being built at Ground Zero, right? That was what, 2008, 9? When Gert Wilders came and all them, right? I think it was somewhere around then.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
God, the hate I got for that one was amazing. Oh, such hatred. But it was a problem then. You see, they're using their operatives, which is what they are. But now you have the boogeyman. But the boogeyman is walking around in full garb and literally presenting himself to you. This is the problem.
Yeah, they used to try to hide in the shadows. Not anymore.
No, not anymore. They're being bold, right? But
yeah, because there's more of them. Yes. When there's not a lot of them, they hide their activities. But when they are taking over large municipalities and towns and areas of different states, they're gonna go out there boldly and say, "Hey, we're here. We hate infidels. We hate America. What are you gonna do about it?"
Yes,
that's what they're doing.
You know,
and that's what they've done through Europe.
It was a matter of time before getting it here. You know, and again, I agree. Denaturalization should occur. Okay, by the millions and by the tens of millions. I truly and fully believe that. That's not racist. That's not prejudice. That's called when you are standing outside. Not from this country, some not even legal, most not even legal or fraudulently here or whatever the case may be, but you're using your freedom of speech to protest how much you hate America and hate Christianity and will kill the infidel. As far as I'm concerned, you are an enemy combatant. I don't care if you are a white Irish girl wearing a fucking hijab or if you are a German, Russian freaking dude wearing I don't care who you are. If this is what you profess, you should be treated as an enemy. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm sorry. I don't care if you're shot in the damn street.
I don't either. I hope it happens.
Me too.
I hope it happens. I wish we had that kind of justice.
So
where these assholes were walking around, hitting themselves and boom, drone strike. Whack. There you go. There's 200 of them gone. You want to fucking march some more, assholes? Huh?
They're literally punching women in the street who aren't wearing the garb. This happened in Dearborn. This happened in Chicago this weekend. Punching random women.
I guess let's get to the clips. And I guess we got a lot of them, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got a ton of them.
Honest to God, I mean, but these people, sick. Yes, they should be.
This is not America. This is not how we were raised. This is not how we were founded. This has nothing to do with anything having to do with what makes this country great. No. All they are doing is destroying it from within. It is the enemy within, right?
And it's the perfect proxy.
What do they say? Defend from enemies foreign and domestic? Well, guess what? You allowed your foreign enemies to become your fucking domestic enemies.
Yes. Yes. You know, and oh God, I don't know if I have all the clips, but I'm going to.
There's a lot of them. Yeah. We'll go serious and then funny, I guess, right?
I'm trying to find some serious ones. Where the hell are my serious ones? Oh, here's. Well, you
said you just had the One's from Dearborn or whatever.
This one's
Dearbornistan.
Dearborn. Here's a Chicago one, but
Goat Fuckerville, I think it's called.
It's disgusting. So here, let me get this one fired up. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is Chicago, Illinois. The nice American city where the favorite pastime is not baseball, it's how many people will die this weekend. I say this from a place of experience because when I was in Boston or at my work sites, whatever, all the retired cops literally had a thing called Death Watch, and it was all retired PD, and they would laugh about how many people they place bets, how many people get murdered this weekend in Chicago. Sad, isn't it? And
every one of those is a life that's been lost.
Yes.
Family members crying, never will be the same, and for what? For bullshit.
Exactly. For what? Because lawlessness and,
because Democrats allow it. Right?
Well, everywhere this happens to be run by Democrats. I mean, you could say there's no correlation, but there is.
Oh, there definitely is.
There definitely is. So people could freaking say whatever they want, but the truth hurts. So here, let's play this clip.
Can't make this up, guys. I am standing at the exact place where we are doing a Jesus march in 1 hour, and look who's here. A massive march, a massive Muslim march, where right now they're singing over Chicago. Muhammad is the only one. May Allah be lifted up. They're declaring that all Jews and all Christians would be removed from this city. I mean, this is, I've been talking about this over the last week, and yet here we are right in the middle of it. Our cities in our nation are being fought for in the spirit. I don't know if you need any more example than this right here. We didn't make this happen. We literally just walked up to the exact place where we're doing a Jesus march today in Chicago. And there's a massive Muslim march where they have been declaring over the city. And you know what? The church in America is asleep. I've been saying it over the last week. This is a perfect example. The church in America is asleep. We need to wake up. Come on.
Drone strike.
Listen, this is not a marketing thing. I did not make this happen. We did not plan this. This is a God-ordained moment for you guys around the world to see what's taking place. It's not just in Michigan. It's not just in New York. Right here in Chicago, a massive march is happening through the streets of the city where they're declaring that there is no God but Allah. They're declaring Muhammad is the true prophet, and they're literally threatening with verses of the Quran over Christians, over Jews, over everybody that will not comply. This is America. This is America, guys. Are you awake? Do you understand what is at stake here?
मुझे बालों से पकड़ कर है तमाचे मारे मुझे बालों से पकड़ कर है
some third world justice.
For 6 years, we've been doing worse.
Yes.
I was going to say some third world justice where the government does certain things that we don't do here because we're a civilized nation. We need to start doing here because we won't be a civilized nation any longer if we're going to allow this to happen. You couldn't go, let's say you were Jewish or Christian, and you went into a Muslim country and you had 500 Christians, on loudspeakers praising God and Jesus Christ. How long would they be alive? 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 60 seconds, right? So why are they allowed to do that here in a Christian nation? Because we are, in some respects, and it's not a good thing, very, very lenient, very, very accepting. And when you are accepting to your enemies will take advantage of it. And that is exactly what is happening.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you want to watch the video.
Drone strike.
I agree.
Done.
We could keep going, but why? You get the point. I mean, it's. Yeah. I agree with you. This is done deliberately. If it's religion of peace, then they wouldn't be doing these things. I mean, it's just.
There is
And
literally
make this up,
nothing
guys.
peaceful.
I am standing
about the
in
religion.
the
Sorry.
There's literally nothing peaceful about the religion.
No.
Go ahead.
They're putting on a spectacle on purpose. All right. So these are the people that, you know, they desire to be that patsy, if you will. All right. So they are your perfect enemy that we've been at war with forever. But you know what? These people, they take the bait, don't they?
Yeah. And the liberal left, you must be tolerant. You must be accepting. So what if they want to kill and cut off a few heads? It's their right to do so, right? This is the shit that has been ingrained. This liberal ideology has been ingrained into generation after generation after generation. That's why these dipshits can, you know, convert to this psychotic death cult and put on a hijab, and then the next thing you know, they're wondering why they're fucking headless in their garage.
Yeah.
Sick.
You know, and I don't know where some of the videos went, but there is a video of Jake Lang.
Jake Lang. Yeah, I've interviewed him twice.
I don't like him. I think he's a grandstanding fake, but nevertheless, you know, I've never liked him. He's that is what it is. I think he's half a paid opportunist, half a paid op. But he was out there this weekend, and you know, he was getting stoned while protesting.
And you don't mean this. You mean this.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Correct. They were literally stoning him. They put him in the hospital. Don't get me wrong. He also wants the attention because it's the only thing that keeps funding him because he's really got no talent or any purpose in living. So he does things that purposely get provocative. And now today he's burning a Quran, which, I mean, I don't not support it, I guess. But at the same time, like...
Yeah, but I mean, this is a guy that spent the longest amount in solitary confinement, I think...
Yeah,
like
well,
of all of the J6ers.
Yeah,
so,
but you got to understand a little something about that because I have many J6ers I'm friends with, many J6ers I had on the show, hosted shows. They have one thing in common. Every single one of them despises him. Mr. I could do interviews from prison. Mr. I have a cell phone from prison. I could tweet from prison. I could do this from prison. So, and who got paid millions of dollars? I mean, there's a lot there. But that's not even the point, you know. That's irrelevant. It's just, even though I think he's a piece of shit, literally they're stoning him for going out saying Jesus is king and walking up to Muslims, and they were attacking and stoning him, and they were doing the Allah, you know, the freaking call, you know, as they were running with their flags. I mean, literally, you know.
Do you have that one? Do you have that
I'm
clip?
trying to find it. I honestly didn't save it because anything with him in it, I naturally don't save because I just don't like him.
Just go to his thing.
Yeah, but
on X it'll be there.
First, here's a video for you all too, and it's relevant to what we're talking about. But they're literally stoning you. They're stoning people. I mean, you can't make this shit up. So you're right. I think we should do some eye for an eye stuff and return the favor. You know, screw being civilized. You have to show force. Show fearlessness. 100%. All we do is show how to be cucks and cowards.
Exactly.
I told you that a local government voted to force its citizens to live next door to a pedophile death cult whose book says that anyone who doesn't believe in it shall be killed. A book and whose followers of that book believe that having sex with 9-year-olds is totally fine.
Because you can have sex with kids. Yeah. That's okay in Islam. Yeah.
This city is called McKinney, and it's located in North Texas. The majority of the citizens in McKinney, Texas, came out against the building of a new mosque, and the city council voted to put it in anyways.
You guys hear about this motion carries. I love 7 in favor. And you
if you look at North Texas nowadays, it doesn't really look like Texas at all. There's signs in Arabic on the side of the highway. Just last year, I was in Plano, Texas, and a Syrian teenager was screaming Allahu Akbar at me and praising terrorists.
All of you are from Syria?
Yeah. I like Jelani.
There's no
like
terrorist.
Like he killed everyone. That's how we like
Jelani's a kind of terrorist. It is. He's after Al-Qaeda.
Even after a survivor of Islam came out to the city council meeting to warn the people of McKinney how bad it's going to get, the city council voted for it anyways.
I'm a Sharia law survivor from Iran. And I'm here to tell you, this is a dangerous ideology you're allowing in their country. Every country that is Islamic now, it used to be a Christian country. And we were soft Christians and we allowed these people to come in, bring their Sharia law, into their countries and slowly kill us off left and right.
Freedom of religion was created so we could get away from oppressive religious regimes.
They can be as mad as they want. America will be a Muslim country.
And now they're knocking at our door. Actually, they're already in the house. Follow me for more.
Jeez.
So there's Texas. You know, everybody says Texas is so America. Texas, Americana. Texas. Well, Texas has been bastardized for quite some time. So I don't know what people talk about, think is so great. It's kind of like the North Carolina thing. Oh, North Carolina is the greatest place in the world. If you speak Spanish or, you know, any other language, I guess, maybe. I don't know what to say.
Texas is the Alamo. Texas is the end. Because if, God forbid, they ever take Texas, it's over. That's it. You have enough electoral votes to win every election after that.
Yep.
So that's why we have got to make sure to reinforce Texas as much as humanly possible. Because the more and more go to Texas and more take over Texas, there's only one way to have our voices heard after that. And I think we all know what that is.
Exactly. Now, bear with me a second. I'm trying to find the video here of the stoning. If I could find it somewhere here, but there's so many videos. Oh Lord. Well, you know what? Wait, maybe this is it. Tens of thousands, East March and Deer. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, it's just 21 seconds of it, but you'll get the idea. I mean, you know, whatever. All right, let's see. Let me do this right. Bear with me. We do this shit in real time, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
so
this is our show prep.
That's our show prep. Exactly. We don't get ready. I save some clips, and that's about it. Here we go.
I don't see anything on the screen. Dan.
Yeah.
Nothing on the screen.
Oh, why?
I don't know.
Oh, I forgot.
I'll clean it up in post, but.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Well, I'm not the best
boy.
at
That's okay.
production at these points. You know, I should be, but you know. Nah. All right, here we go. You got to sit there and see me passionately staring at the screen that you all can't see.
No rioting, no violence, 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 no violence. Jesus!
Too late for that.
Yeah, I know.
Intolerant goat fuckers. I give him a lot of credit. I give him a lot of credit for standing there with all those.
Get him, bitch! Yeah.
Yeah. You know. But is
he okay or?
Of course
he's in the hospital. You said or?
No.
He's injured or what?
He had some cuts and bruises, and he was out burning a Quran today.
This is Daniel Dearborn, Michigan. I speak the name of Jesus. Get him, bitch! Yeah! What now? What now, big ass boy? What now, big ass boy? What up, big ass boy? He got a whole thousand. He got a whole thousand. Fuck, boy. Beat that nigga ass. Beat that nigga ass. Beat that nigga ass. Beat his ass. Beat his ass. Beat his ass.
He's lucky.
Beat his ass. Beat his ass. Beat his ass.
He's lucky he wasn't beheaded.
Yeah, and they hit
seriously.
the cop too. I like the ghetto speed. Look at this croc wearing fucking fags. You know, I swear to God, these little pedophile fucking they disgust me. I mean, like, yeah, nigga. First off, what the fuck are you? You're white and think you're black, or you're Muslim, you think you're black, you're Middle Eastern and think you're black. You all got to speak like, yeah, nigga.
Yeah, you're tough in groups.
Right? And you're literally running around with your skinny fucking capri sweatpants wearing Crocs. You should be killed just for that. I'm just saying,
really.
Where did manhood go? But with these pedophilistic go fucking pieces of shit, I swear to God, this is the problem I have even with him. Let's go out there so I can get attacked to show everybody what they already are. We already know what they do and how they act and what they are. But we got to wake up a generation. So let me go out there and be the martyr so I can get lots of clicks and get lots of videos and make lots of money and everything. It's like, ugh. But
how about pulling a gun on them when you're going no violence, and they're chasing you? How about pulling out your gun and saying, if you come near me, I'm going to shoot you in the leg, at least at first, and then we'll see where it goes from there. Because they're looking for ways to put us in jail. That's why.
And honestly, and that's why even do that? If it's attention seeking, if you're going to go out there and you're going to make a stand, I will support you, because
make a stand with, I don't know, 2,500 to 3,000 armed Christians. Okay, then make a stand. All right, because I'm pretty sure these goat fuckers are going to back away, because unless they really want to meet their maker and get them 72 goats, we'll help them do it.
Listen, did anybody ever decide to place a phone call to the Hells Angels? They'll come.
Yeah.
All right. Like the Hells Angels and the Pagans, they had that little truce thing in Arizona. When I had my rally, they came surrounding the Capitol. We had MS-13 wanting to kill us. Everybody wanted to kill us. They came, and guess who didn't come?
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, I know. All these prosecutors went after the mob, right? They took out the 5 families, right? In New York.
The one that actually kept order.
Exactly. Those are the ones that kept the city safe. If you got out of line, you got whacked. You ended up with a pair of cement shoes. That's the way it was. But now you don't have the mob, because the stupid prosecutors in New York and everywhere else, they chased them all down. They put them in jail, and most of them are already dead. So the mob isn't the way it used to be.
No.
You know, we need to bring back the Italian mobster mentality. So when these people are out in the streets, guess what? Giovanni puts 2 behind their fucking head. And guess what? They stop.
Yeah. You know what? And that's honestly...
Sorry. Maybe it's my jersey coming out, but that's just the way it should be.
I'm Italian. I'm proud of it. People need to understand what was done to the Italians, what was done to the Polish, what was done to the Irish, what was done to the people who came in, the first immigrants, where they took everything from them, took their name, took their culture, threw them in the streets and said, fuck you. So what did? They had to fend for themselves, and they built a system. Listen, I remember growing up, every time John Gotti would beat a case, they celebrated in the city. The NYPD would celebrate. The man was a hero. He was beloved by the people. Why? Gotti's thing, you deal, you die. He wasn't involved in drugs. He wasn't involved in prostitution. Was he involved in other things? I don't know. Probably. But you know what he did? He kept, when the cops couldn't get something taken care of, they would go to the Gambino. They would go to the families. When, civilians couldn't get justice, who'd they go to? And you know what? It was dealt with and it was handled. That is what this country needs, because apparently the citizens are too vaxxed to pussydom, or too just cuckified by their social media bullshit, entranced by their friggin' MK Ultra, because and the Christians, again, the churchgoers, let me pray it away. You keep praying while everybody else, that's what I've always said, and people don't like when I say this, well, I'm not going to get involved with the vaccine. I'm going to continue to pray against evil. While you're praying, your families, your friends, your loved ones, your congregation are being killed around you. You're being denied your freedoms. You're being murdered off, but that's okay. You keep praying. Prayer is important. God is important. But as I said, and people don't like this, you know what? You put a warrior spirit in me. I told you what I did in my rallies back in the day. When they would come and I saw the people that were threatening me and they were right there in the front, I would jump the barricade and go after them. And they'd run like bitches. Go. Nowadays, here they come. Let's run, but get it on camera.
I'll tell you right now, we need Italians from Sicily and Florence and Sardinia, all those areas, right? In Italy, we need to put 50,000 of them in New York, another 50,000 of them in Michigan, another 50,000 of them in Chicago. Give them fucking arms and everything else, and say, we're a bunch of pussies. Our cops have their hands tied. They won't do anything about it. You take care of it with street vigilante justice. You clear out the rat's nest, and we'll even pay you. As great as Rudy Giuliani was, if you really think about it, even though he did clean up New York, he cleaned up New York too good, right? Too good. And now what has taken place? You have no mobsters running around, gunning people down that get out of line. You have, all the things, sanitation businesses, all the things that were crooked, fine. At least the cities and the towns were safe, okay? You could walk down the street. We need the mafia back in power in these blue cities to clean this shit up. I'll say it publicly. I don't give a fuck who hears it.
And who did the mafia work with in some of their things when they had to outsource some certain things? Hell's Angels, pagans, all right? Listen, there is an order to this. You didn't live in fear of the mafia. You know, you get in bed with them, you do something crooked, it might not fare too well for you. But otherwise, you knew you were safe. You knew there was there was an order that was literally against what this order is that has now consumed this nation and really the world, okay? So it's a damn.
And if there ever was a drive-by shooting or whatever, it was the restaurant where what's his name, Paul Castellano got gunned down. My mother was around the corner, at the Sparks restaurant. She wasn't that when she was having dinner at another restaurant around the corner the night that happened. And
Uncle John had to make a move.
Yeah, Uncle John made a move.
And why?
But you know what? You weren't just indiscriminately shooting people. No. You went after your one target. Fine. Yeah. We can live with some mob violence. Yes, we can't live with this Islamic and gang violence and all this other shit.
The gangs knew you get in a line, you're going to get checked. It was Cosa Nostra is necessary in this country. And one thing the Cosa Nostra had in common, whether people like it or not, they all believed in God. They were all majority Catholics.
Christians.
Yes.
They were mostly conservative.
Yes.
And they kept these blue cities safe
and
secure and law and order. And maybe they were paid off. The cops were working with, who knows? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Wouldn't you rather have that in New York and Los Angeles and in Chicago and in Detroit and in all these other cities? I would much rather have Italian mobsters, Irish mobsters, whoever it was, German, I don't care, doesn't matter. They weren't indiscriminately killing people walking down the street and just being pushed into a subway car or being stabbed from behind. Like, that shit was not happening. And now it is happening. It's happening all over the place. And the more and more and more of these people that are allowed in this country, it's going to get even worse.
That's right.
So, I think he ought to kiss and make up with Maloney, whatever he's got to do, and drag, 250,000 Italian mobsters into the Blue Cities stat.
I agree.
Let them take care of the crime. Let them take care of the Islamic problem. Let them take care of Antifa and these scumbags.
They'll be dealt with. And it's not about political persuasion. It's about keeping people safe, keeping the country that, it's the immigrants that came from these parts of the world that love this country probably more than most. All right?
Exactly. They helped build this country.
Yes.
And they built it out of love. They actually wanted to come here and have a better life. It was all about what can we do to make America better, not what we can do to take from it to make it worse.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between the types of immigrants that are here now as opposed to back then. Let's get the old school immigrants here with the old school attitude of making America better and great.
Amen. Couldn't agree more.
Anyway.
All right, because I'm going to start getting more angry. So let's get ready for some woke 2. Here we go. They're coming to a town near you, so you better be prepared. They're getting fired up, all right? The leftists are getting their motivational music. They're getting all ready.
They, them, energy. They, them, energy. They, them, energy.
Ew.
They, them, energy.
They, them, energy.
That's a lot more than they, them.
Anyone dressed in androgynous outfits. This is a sweet and friendly reminder that you are safe here. Show off your binder.
Ew. What is that thing? What is that fucking
You're
thing?
welcome.
Oh, I can't unsee that. That was almost as bad as the Ariana Grande thing.
Well, we need the OG now to throw down. Excuse me. Here we go. We're gonna bring it back.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Give it all you got. Give it all you got. Give it all you got. Give it all you got.
Yeah,
that was good.
That was funny. Wait, let me get a couple of these real quick.
Folks, let me tell you something.
Eddie Murphy,
let me tell
Raw.
you something.
Yep.
These Democrats have a disease. Have you heard of TDS? I win an election and they start foaming at the mouth like I canceled Christmas. They don't even wait for the inauguration. They're already drafting the impeachment papers while the balloons are still floating. I haven't even sworn in yet, and they're yelling, "Arrest him," like I stole the last slice of pizza at a DC pizza parlor. I say, we're going to build a wall.
This is
common sense. You protect your house, right? You lock the door. You don't leave the front door open and then act surprised when strangers are eating your leftovers and sleeping on your couch. But the second I mention a wall, they lose their minds. He's a racist. Impeach him. Arrest him. Somebody stop this man before he secures the border. I say illegal immigration is illegal. Revolutionary idea, I know. Next thing you know, they're holding emergency hearings.
All right, that's new, but it's great. All right, here we
go. We need backup. Send by command.
Oh.
Justice is served.
Bacon Man. All right, I think there's one more in here, and then I will. Oh, did you see Kamala Harris is back in the news?
Oh goodness.
Oh yeah. Oh well, she's telling people about what the Save America Act is. It's I no. Let's see. Will this even play? Well, you know what? And we're gonna get to your clips here. Here we go. Let's hear from the. Oh, nothing wants to play now. You might get lucky and not have to hear Kamala.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. Why? You don't want to.
No one wants to hear Kamala.
They're saying that you're gonna need passports to vote. Passports, like.
Hey everybody, so they're trying to mess with your ability to vote, just to break it all down. You've got the Supreme Court, they just sealed the deal with this case that just came up recently, the Calais decision, which basically took the power out of the Voting Rights Act, which was designed to protect your right to vote. So you got the Supreme Court doing its thing. Then this president is trying to push this SAVE Act, which basically would require that for people to register to vote, you're going to have proof of who you are.
Holy
through
shit,
a passport,
really?
which a lot of Americans don't have.
Imagine that.
Or a birth certificate. Same point. Obstacles to make it difficult for you to register to vote.
Really, you dumb fucking whining hyena.
You gotta love it.
Oh.
I mean,
just
wow.
think, she built her career underneath, what was his name?
Oh, Willie Brown.
Willie Brown's nutsack. That's where she literally was born and bred.
And
Right
even
there.
he didn't vote
She
for it.
built her career laying down on the ground with her legs up in the air. That's why I call her heels up headboard Harris.
Yeah.
Pig.
Sickening. All right.
Sickening.
Let's see. Now I got to do this quickly because it's Instagram.
Oh, yeah, I know. There's a couple of Instagram ones I sent you, but some of them are pretty good.
All right. Let's see if I can stop it. I don't think I can go back, though. That's the problem.
I know.
All right. Hold on. All right, you can't see it, right?
I don't see anything yet.
All right. Good. So let me let this play through here. Hang on.
Heels up headboard Harris.
Let's. God, we gotta.
She's so disgusting.
She's. I mean, honest to God, you're literally.
She's
the
like,
fact
they
that you
gonna
have
they
to
gonna make you
show proof
show
of citizenship
that you can vote. Really?
Wow! Imagine that.
Imagine
like
that.
really?
Oh,
Wow.
God.
And most Americans don't have that. Well, they're too dumb to have licenses.
And the thing is,
or
as
birth
radical as
certificate.
she was, she's nothing compared to this new batch of psychotic freaks.
I know.
That's the thing.
He's just trying to fit in.
Yeah.
All right. I did the best I could, but it's started.
Oh, that.
The Matrix. Libertarian computer
Wait,
programmer
here, pause
discovers
it.
the entire world.
So this is, can you name from a movie, whether it's conservative, libertarian, or liberal? And this is what he says.
Okay.
It was a government-sponsored psyop designed to keep everybody asleep, obedient, and paying taxes. So he buys a trench coat, acquires several firearms, and starts shooting. Titanic, liberal, rich, entitled white girl. She's been handed everything in life, throws it all away for a chance to sleep with a homeless dude, then selfishly lets him freeze to death because she refuses to scoot over on a door clearly built for two. Rocky IV, conservative, a small business owner from Philly, defeats communism, using nothing but raw eggs, mountain sprints, and the power of being American. Shrek, conservative. Peaceful landowner discovers the government has dumped a massive illegal refugee population on his private property, so he marches directly to the Capitol. He confronts the 5-foot dictator responsible, demands everybody get the hell out of his swamp. Frozen. Liberal. Privileged young woman inherits political power, wrecks the climate, trying to save it, abandons her constituents, and sings a Grammy Award-winning anthem about how liberating it feels to stop caring what everyone thinks. Gladiator. Conservative. A decorated veteran comes home to discover that a spoiled Nepo baby murdered his father, seized the government, and turned public life into nonstop entertainment. So he attempts to restore constitutional order with a sword and his wits, but instead he dies and nothing changes. Zootopia. That's liberal. An ambitious female police officer, marginalized hustler, exposed systemic prejudice, unconscious bias, and a pharmaceutical conspiracy. It's like Erin Brockovich. It's like an HR lady's fantasy. Top Gun Maverick. Conservative. A 50-something military legend ignores diversity seminars, bureaucratic procedure, and direct orders to prove that sometimes the nation really does need one emotionally unavailable man with aviators. Forrest Gump. Conservative, very conservative. Simple Southern man serves his country, becomes a successful entrepreneur, honors his mother, keeps his promises, and spends 30 years cleaning up the emotional wreckage left behind by one HIV-ridden liberal arts major, and then he becomes a single dad. Which ones did I get wrong? Comment below.
That was
I'm
pretty
in a
good.
movie, you tell me.
That's great.
That is good. I saw that one. I was like, yeah, that one will work.
I
People
like
will
that a lot.
one. Yeah.
Okay, let me go to.
He's right, though. A lot of those movies
yeah.
were spot on. You know?
Too many Instagrams.
All right, I'll try to cut down the Instagrams.
That's okay. You got good ones on there, though. What can you
Sometimes there's a good one, and you can't find it anywhere else.
No, I
a
get it.
lot of them my wife sends me. So.
Well,
she's
she
like,
does
"Oh, this
great.
one-" yeah. She's like, oh, this one will be perfect for the show. So.
It says, I wish you could damn stop and,
I wish you could, too. I don't know
Yeah.
why Instagram does that, but.
Well, Instagram sucks.
This is funny, this one.
Yes.
All right, honey, let's meet this cast of characters. First off, we have a pig. His name's Porky. And his thing is he has a speech impediment. She goes, what? I go, yeah, he has a hard time communicating with his peers, and therefore he has really low self-esteem. Okay, you don't like that? Well, check it out. There's this mouse, and he's Mexican. She goes, I don't get it. How's that funny? I go, how's that not funny? You heard what I said, right? Mexican mouse? Okay, you don't like that? Well, check it out. There's this skunk. She goes, what's he doing? I go, he holds women against their will. Yeah, they try and get away, but Pepe won't let them. And all the other characters, what they're doing is they're trying to kill one another. You know how in your shows they're all friends? They're not in these ones. They're trying to murder one another. There's this coyote who wants to kill this bird. There's this cat who wants to kill this other bird. Both that cat and that bird also have speech impediments, by the way. If you don't like any of that, here comes the headliner, the main character. You ready to see? There's this bunny, and there's this hunter, who, you guessed it, also has a speech impediment. There's like 8 disabilities. They're all hilarious. And this hunter wants to kill the bunny, except for when the bunny puts on women's clothes. And now he does not want to kill the bunny. No, he is sexually attracted to the bunny. No, sweetheart, you want to turn on Bluey and learn about empathy? Okay, let's do that. That's probably a better use of our Saturday morning.
That's great.
You know, it's amazing. The cartoons of today are all woke. They all have this agenda. They all have a gay character or this character or that character. But when you do break down the old Looney Tunes, it was definitely not politically correct when you think about it.
Absolutely not.
Looking at it now, you don't really think about it then when you're a kid, right? But looking at it now, you're kind of like, oh shit, yeah. They all couldn't speak. They were dressing up weird and all these other things. So
I know.
I thought that was a funny clip when I saw that. Because I've never heard anyone do that before.
No,
break down the old cartoons.
That was really good. All right, hang on. Bear with. Oh no.
What?
Let's see. Hang on. Gotta pick the right one here. There it is. Oh, sorry. Hang on. Boom. All right. Let's whoops.
Good thing you know how to do all the production shit.
What?
I said, it's a good thing you know how to do all this production stuff.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Not me.
But, it's all right. I find a way. All right, let's make sure you can see it. There we go. That always helps.
There we go.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go. Boom.
Hi, what would you like today?
Hi, can I get a double cheeseburger and a large fry?
Sure, I'll need your ID, please.
Sorry, I left it at home, but I'm the mayor of New York City.
Sir, anyone can say that.
Everyone knows who I am.
Recognition isn't verification.
This is absurd for a burger.
No ID, no food.
Hurry up, you fat ass!
Look, I've been coming here for years.
Then you'll have no trouble producing documentation.
What's taking so long?
This is ridiculous. I have been coming here for 11 years. I am the mayor of New York, and you will not sell me a $6
ID.
Fuck!
That was pretty good.
That was good.
Hypocrites.
Yes.
Hypocrites. That's what I love about the meme, people, they call out the left all the time. It's awesome.
Well, I mean,
they do. They call
the left
out.
can't meme.
No,
we
they
know
can't.
that for shit. I mean,
That's true.
and who else are you gonna mock? They make it so damn easy. Oops. We got to go back with that one. Hang on. Here we go.
Right.
Oh, this one's great. This is a late ad by me.
Happy little stroke right here. And another one. That's how you paint an un-American cunt. Isn't that just a happy little pussy?
Short and sweet and right to the point.
That's great.
I think if he was alive today, he'd approve.
Yes, I would tend to agree with you.
Yeah.
All right. I think the last one that you sent me is also Instagram, so I have to be quick here. Hang on. Go. Okay. All right. We gotta have fun with this here. So bear with me, people. Well, they're used to this by now, And the thing is I can't preload these things, so I have them lined up, but I gotta literally click on it right before, otherwise it's gonna go and do its crazy shit. You know what I mean? So I do the best that I can with what I've got. That's all you all need to know. All right, here we go. Let's see. Ooh, okay. I want to see my face. All right, let's go. Let's go. Stop.
Oh, this one is hysterical.
All right, I can't make it bigger. Why can't I make it bigger? God.
This one's funny as hell.
All right. Well, you can see it. There you go.
This is what white people do when they can't say a certain thing.
Hell no, that ain't cool, dude. Where my money? I need my money right now.
You don't have to be talking to me like that,
nigga.
Oh, God.
Hey, man. I don't know what's going on, but you need to have my money right now. Empty your pockets, get my money right now.
Well, I thought we were cool. Why you tripping?
Nigga. Hey, dude, forget that. If you don't have my money right now, I'm gonna put 3 hot ones in you right now, dude. Where my money at?
Now you threatening me?
Nigga!
Please.
Man, forget that, dude. You need to
Listen,
nigga.
You'll get your money next week.
Nigga.
So quit acting like a bitch ass.
Nigga.
Oh God.
That one's great. I'm sorry.
That's so funny.
That's what we do. We hire a black guy to say it for us.
Oh my God, that's great. That reminds me.
I know.
Oh, dude, my old partner, he was the whitest black guy I ever knew, and he would do stuff like that all the time. I got this for you. He goes, "Let me black it up." It was great.
I just thought that was
funny.
clever. It was very, very clever.
Funny. All right, now if I can pull this one up?
Probably.
It's freaking X. Maybe it's the storms we're getting. I don't know. We've been getting walloped with some badass weather here, so no harping going on over here. Oh, come on. See, nothing wants to play. I don't understand this. This is very, very, very upsetting because this shit's absolutely hilarious, and I really whatever. Let's try to get this one up. This was great. You'll appreciate this. Oh yes, real-time producing. Enjoy, audience. Anyway, here we go. Now, can you see? Nope, not yet. There we go. There we go. My favorite scumbag. There we go.
Oh no, I can't believe it. It says miscarriage, my baby. Why? Was it the COVID shot? They said it was safe, but now this. I should have known better. What? Fauci knew the whole time? I had a miscarriage when I was pregnant after the COVID shot. Fauci knew and he didn't tell us. I'm going to go beat him up right now. You won't get away with this, Fauci. Come here, you piece of shit. Whoa, I was going to be the first man to have a baby, and you ruined it. What are you talking about? That's impossible. Liar, take this. Stop, help.
Oh, good. They're both gone.
It's just random.
That's good. 2 for 1 deal.
Yes.
Perfect.
That's a DFF one, of course. So you got to appreciate it.
Gates of Hell and the Garden Gnome, all in one shot.
I just thought that was cute.
It's pretty good. I like that one.
There's one other one that I wanted to play so bad. Maybe it'll play. Oh, here, it's another DFF one, but here.
Oh, he's good.
Wait. Oh, there we go. This is only 1 minute and 19 seconds. So I got to get more serious. I mean, I share serious stuff, but the stuff that makes me laugh is usually more entertaining. So,
it's always nice to end the show with the levity,
We talk about the serious stuff. So you got to do what you got to do, Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. All right, let's play.
San Kami Piker, today is your day. By the request of the American people, we're sending you the fuck out of here. This will silence the opposition. Sir, you're going to want this. All right, Marco. Looks like we're ready to send this piece of shit out of here. Let her rip!
Ration chamber armed.
Send it.
I'm sorry!
That's not even good enough.
I know. That was in hell.
Let's see the devil fuck him in the ass.
You're too late, Hassan June. Between Palestine and us, we're all out of virgins.
Oh, that's funny. I got my wish. Look at that.
I love it. I love it. Like little Nicky with your little commie.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's great. Yeah, I'll stop
man.
there because otherwise I'll just keep going. But I like these things. You know, they make
That
me
was
like-
some good ones. We had some good ones
Yes.
on there. So
So
here we are. An
it's
hour
gonna be
10.
over. Yeah. How the hell does that happen, man?
Happens all the time. There's a little bit to snip here and there, the dead spots. So we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
But,
well, you'll get
good
it.
show, nonetheless.
Yeah, a little bit over an hour you'll get out of this one. So, as always, it's that time. Boom.
Boom. There it is.
He needs to get on point better. Now, we started the show with this. Now we're ending the show with this. So
That's
there
right.
you go. Buy the book.
Buy the book.
Buy the book.
Get the book. Seriously, especially with all of the revelations going on now, there's so much more that's in the book and in that chapter and all that. So check it out. Become a member of the Substack, and you get a free copy of it if you're a paid member. So you get a 150-page book for free for less than $5 a month. So join it up.
Completely worth it. And all
And
the
don't
links.
forget this as well. So here's a new one. So we've got Biden losing twice.
Uh-huh.
We've got Kamala losing once and Hillary losing once with his arms around her. So that's one of the shirts at Rage Exchange on Etsy. So.
How dare you insult Madam President? How
right.
dare you? God, I'll tell you right now. Would have been better off having Hillary in. She's not one of those Jew lovers. Right,
She's a
you're the
huge
outlaw.
Jew lover, but she loves the Arabs too, right?
That's right.
That's
right.
the problem there.
But as always, good time.
There it
and,
is.
Be here Thursday night. Thursday night.
Thursday?
Time. Politishock will, yes.
Okay.
We will be here doing our thing. And of course, at 11 p.m. Eastern time will be Politishock's Hour of Rage. You can see me and my favorite Jew here live doing what we do. See? That's for
L'chaim, everyone.
Yes,
You can see my glass. Sort of you can.
That's cool. It's like
it is. It's kind of like see-through. It's like,
what is that? Is that some radical shit from Tel Aviv?
no,
Like,
it's just a spindrift.
You commie.
Healthy soda.
Healthy soda.
Yeah.
You hear it here first. Not
Kind of.
a paid
It's almost
advertisement.
basically like carbonated water, basically. So I haven't had soda in like 5 years.
You're a good man,
Trying
sir.
to stay healthy.
But Mexican Coke is different.
It is cane sugar. You're
Yes,
right. Absolutely.
yes.
It's much better than
Mexican
corn
Coke
syrup.
It's a good thing. I'm
But
just saying.
still, all the extra sugar in it. These things, they don't. I won't do aspartame or anything like that. So this has all the natural stuff and all the stuff that doesn't cause harm to your body and inflammation and all that. It's amazing when you're married and your wife knows all this shit, and then she feeds it into you, and then you start kind of following what she's doing, and you're like, damn, I feel so much better. You know what I mean?
Well, it's a good thing.
It's just crazy.
Now, when I'm there in Arizona with you, could we do like a whole scene of like you getting me healthy, and we're doing like the Rocky theme to it, like
There you go.
Like, I want to run up to Jerome. I'll die.
Oh yeah, right. Good luck with that. I couldn't run up. I don't think too many people could run up there.
No,
I mean that's all the
I'll
way
be
up.
haunting the hotel with everybody else. I'm just saying.
There you go.
But all right, ladies and gentlemen, that's
All right,
it.
my man.
This has been Rage of Aquarius.
See you on
Josh,
Thursday.
brother, thank you
Yep.
as always. And this has been the Voice of People USA Radio and Television Network, coming to you live on Sundays
God
at 9
bless
p.m.
everyone.
Eastern, usually Thursday night, Politishock, 9 p.m. Eastern time. You know what to do, VOPUSARadio.com, VOPUSARadio.com. And we'll see you Thursday night. So good night, take care, God bless, and stay out of the way of radical scumbag Muslims. But if they get in front of you, have some bacon handy.
And
Fuck
run them
all.
over.
Run them over, do the world a favor. Praise Allah.
Rage of Aquarius with your hosts, Dan Smeriglio and Josh Bernstein, every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Voice of the People USA Radio and Television Network. Download our apps on Android and Apple to never miss a show. Watch at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Roku TV, Fire TV, and Android TV, or visit VOPUSARadio.com.